Alright, good morning.
Hey, morning.
What's happening today?
We are here at One World Observatory where they offer, I'm not sure if it's 360 degree, but it's a
Probably
view
is.
of the New York skyline. So we're excited to see that. We're here at 10:30 in the morning. It looks like there's not much people yet. One tip, make sure to pre-book your ticket ahead so you don't have to line up.
So we booked our tickets through City Experiences. We got it on promo 3 experiences for how much did we get our tickets?
For this one,
Yeah.
we got it for 86 for three
$86,
attractions.
yeah, for the museum, the memorial, One World and the Liberty and Ellis Island experiences. Alright, so our experience for today is a little bit of history and sightseeing as we go to One World, Liberty Cruise, and the 9/11 Memorial Museum. It's good to be able to learn from the lessons of the past and at the same time be able to see how people, us in general, have risen up from tragedy like that. So we're here to be able to enjoy but also to learn. So hope that you get to enjoy with us. Woo! Yeah! Represent top of the world. So upon entering One World, just a quick history lesson on how New York came to be through the years, through the decades. Wow. Lady Liberty. That's awesome. Edison Illuminating Company. Whoa. Gonna be riding the first elevator. Look at that. Whoa! Look at this elevator. Looks like below ground level. Ba. Wow. Whoa. What?
Welcome to One World Observatory.
Over there. See Forever. See Forever Theater leads us into this. Morning.
Dynamic, diverse, and ever-changing, the city and skyline reveal themselves uniquely to each observer. Experience the infinite facets of the city beneath us as you prepare to see forever.
Whoa. What a view.
And now, we invite you to enter One World Observatory through the
That's
doors
crazy.
on your right, where a spectacular 360-degree view of the city awaits directly below you.
That's crazy. This is awesome.
That was awesome.
Huh? It's awesome. That was an epic show,
That was awesome.
right? What a
That's like
finale.
Grand reveal for the win.
Grand reveal. You like it, Ate?
Oh my god.
Speechless. Speechless. So we just finished a 3-minute show, the grand reveal, and we are on our way to the view deck. And we got a...
The One World Explorer iPad.
Oh,
It will show you like which buildings you're looking at. It has
okay.
labels on it.
How much did we pay for that?
$15.
$15. I think it's worth it. If you come up here like once every so-so.
We'll see.
And here you can see the bridges. That's Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge, I think. You can see the rest of downtown from here. Wow, what a sight. So, review so far.
Yeah, I think that there are a few view decks here in New York. I think there are 6. This is something that you shouldn't miss because the One World Observatory, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest. You can view from all of New York. When you're at the top, it's 1776 feet. So that's pretty high. And obviously you can see like all the structure of the buildings outside. I think the only downside here is that because it's not outdoors, you get a lot of your reflection via the window. But maybe you can go here during sunset because we're here right now in the morning.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
But nonetheless, it's just amazing. I mean, take the time to come in here. There are shows in store for you as you enter the building and while you're here at the view deck.
There's the Empire State and all the other viewing decks. Trying to outdo each other. I think this is the only viewing deck you get to see all of them. This is a crazy view. You don't get to see it from there. What a view. For $15 you can have this thing. One World iPad.
Yeah.
Which, if you press the places, oh, it takes you there. And then what happens there, Jerome? Wow. Wow. Detailed yun ah. Nice. A little bit of history and Jerome's words, not Geo Eklat.
Yes.
Nice.
Storytelling, yeah.
$15. If you like to learn history and culture, it's worth it. Right, madam?
Yeah, that's fine. $15.
Yeah. State and all the other viewing decks. It's a modest but lovely St. Paul's Chapel built during the British colonial era. I want to thank you too. So we just finished an hour or so or more on top of the world in One World Trade Center, One World Observatory, and you exit and you come out to this beautiful white concourse. I think it's part of the Oculus. It's really beautiful as well, where you're led to some establishments where you can have coffee and some food before heading over to 9/11 Memorial, which is actually next on our list for today. In the meantime, we gotta get some lunch, get some coffee as well for my travel buddies here at Joe's Coffee and at Wasabi. I think we're gonna have lunch here. So we got hungry, so we're eating at the first wasabi place that we found. Japanese pokeball over there. Pokeball, salmon poke. How's your salmon pokeball? Really?
This is $13.
$13.
With rice, salmon.
In your NYC, you have to be ready to spend. Not exactly cheap, but there's a way around it. A lot of the things we buy is really a little bit pricey. That's why you have to prepare for it. Let's see. On our way out of Oculus and on the way to 9/11 Memorial. That way. So we have a reservation ticket for 1 p.m. So we're trying to get there on time. But there's just so much to see here in New York, so much to appreciate. You feel like stopping every couple of steps, taking pictures. So we came out of Oculus and this is what we find. This is where we were earlier walking. Now it's a food festival. Noipis in NYC. So sarap. The skies are getting gray. I think now's a good time to go indoors. On the way to September 11 Memorial Museum.
Hi! We're now on the way to the 9/11 Museum. It's good to pay homage to people who lost their lives in this place, 9/11. Let's see what it's got in store for us.
So, what was that picture all about?
I want to say thank you to my college sponsor.
I want to say thank you to my college sponsor also.
Yeah, Star Foundation. It's a foundation that sent me to college. Well, my parents were gonna do it, but it's a plus for you to get to get a scholarship.
Oh. The 9/11 Memorial Museum is a very unique yet sobering experience. You are taken a few stories below ground in ground zero of the 9/11 attacks and are taken through hundreds, if not thousands, of details, each telling a different story. There are stories of historical significance from the building of the towers, stories of daring heroism, stories of timely misses, stories of last words with loved ones, stories of fighting back terrorists, stories of heart-wrenching last moments and deaths, and the many names of the people lost on that day. I suggest taking at least half a day in this museum if your heart can take in all the stories that lay hidden within its walls, as it will leave you with a sobering sense of the great evils that man is capable of, but all the more the great strength, resilience, and courage that man carries to overcome such evils. In respect to the many lives lost there, we chose not to vlog, and instead just took in as much as we can. When in New York City, the 9/11 Memorial Museum is a must visit that you just simply can't find anywhere else on the planet.
so we just came from the 9/11 museum. All in all, it took us about 2 hours to go through the museum itself. We took an audio tour, so that we could understand the galleries and all the exhibits that are inside the museum. Overall, it's really very meaningful. The museum was put together so well. Original stuff are from what happened that day in 9/11. We're still there. They have collected it so carefully so that those who died in that attack can be remembered well. After coming from that 2-hour trip, honestly, it's just really so sad to know what happened that day. I need an ice cream right now, really. But it's good to take the moment to reflect and really understand what took place in the 9/11 attack. So I would definitely recommend when you come here to New York, you shouldn't miss the 9/11 Museum. So after the 9/11 Museum visit, we are now off here to cheer our spirits, and so we are boarding Miss New York. We booked this from City Experiences, and the goal is to ride a ferry so we could see Lady Liberty and go to Ellis Island. We're on the way to see Lady Liberty. She's waiting for us now.
Welcoming us to New York. Let's go. We're gonna see Lady Liberty up close. Watch your step. Thank you. We're gonna see Statue of Liberty up close.
We're not gonna go to the top.
No,
It's not allowed.
we're just gonna take pictures at the base.
Yeah. At the
And
ground.
get a good view of New York City.
Just getting chocolate pudding, the toppings, and did you get a drink?
Okay, Miss Lay, kindly explain why we are why is it that the first thing we did here is eat?
So, like what I said earlier, because when you enter the 9/11 Museum, it's not like a regular museum where you discover things from history, but you actually commemorate and learn, about what happened at the 9/11 terrorist attack. So, there's a lot of memorabilia in there, a lot of information, very meaningful, that really makes you, emotionally overloaded. With sadness, and you feel I guess if I could say this, like
The weight.
the weight and the memory of the past, what happened.
It's very overwhelming.
I actually remember because I was watching TV.
Yeah, me
Julie
too.
was 2 weeks old. She was born 2 weeks old during that time, 9/11.
I think it changed the world.
Yeah.
It really did. Changed the way that people perceive a particular group of people. It changed the way we travel. It changed the way security is handled. It changed the way that America waged war on an entire continent, almost.
True.
Right? I mean, trying to find the culprit, and yeah, I mean it affected us, I guess, decades after. But the museum
And to see in that museum
Yeah.
the horrific
effects.
effects and the terrible and horrible expressions that people were making, just seeing what happened that day.
Yeah, their experiences,
That's just
memories.
Yeah. But it's wonderful what they did there.
Yeah.
One quote said there, right, by Virgil,
Yeah, by Virgil.
"Not a day will
Not-
pass." Is that right? How can you say that?
Something
Not a day
like
will pass.
not a day will pass.
But again, it's a must visit, right, Jerome? And si Jerome, kumakain siya ng pudding.
Comfort food.
Kasi
So good.
kasi na-overwhelm siya sa sa museum. For me, for somebody who really likes learning history, recounting history, I encourage you to take around at the minimum 3 hours in that museum.
Yeah.
Pay the $10 for the audio tour. I think it's really worth it.
Yes.
And just take your time going through all that and just seeing different angles, different stories, taking it all in. It's also a good lesson for us to never forget history, but to always learn from it. So yeah, I mean, when you're in New York, I think that's already ingrained. It's not just part of American history, but the world's history. 9/11.
There's so much respect for all the people that survived during that time.
A lot of heroes. There's a lot of heroes. First responders. I mean, hats off and much respect to the people of New York.
But at the end of the day, you see so much destruction that happened, but there's also so much hope and restoration that happened after.
Right.
I think that was what amazes me, is how they were able to restore not the building, but the hope of the people here in America. Anyway, if you're wondering how we booked this trip, we actually went to City Experiences.
Oh, you mentioned that a lot on this vlog.
Right.
Are we sponsored?
We're not. Maybe next time we should. But it's a good thing for us to. It was a good thing for us to book through City Experiences. It's always good to pre-book your visits to museums.
No lines.
Yeah.
And our slots are assured.
There's a discount.
Yeah, there's a discount. They just basically scan the QR code on your phone and you just go on through. Very convenient.
Yep.
So for now, we're just taking a break here in Statue of Liberty. In a few moments, we'll get up close with Lady Liberty herself. All right. So without us noticing, we spent 20 minutes eating and just sharing stories about 9/11 because the museum just impacted us that much. So we're making our way now to Lady Liberty, get a better view of her because here you just see her butt there. Making our way to the other side of the island. Yeah! Lady Liberty. What's up, sir? How you doing?
So we're here at Liberty Island to see the Statue of Liberty right above us. You'll see that in our video. It's such a surreal experience to be here, knowing the history behind Lady Liberty, which is what?
Well, she's here because back in the day, she would welcome immigrants who would brave the Atlantic Ocean just to be able to have a taste of having a new life, here in America. And it stands for, even for us today, a good reminder that in life, there's always fresh starts and new beginnings. So wherever you may be at, remember, there's always a new beginning waiting for you. After taking our mandatory pictures outside, we go to the gift shop. It's a very nice gift shop. What do you find?
God.
Look at that, it's so cute!
Lady Liberty plushie.
Obviously that's for Monique.
This is for
$15 for the plushie.
And of course, we always collect a
Yeah, that's for a ref magnet.
This is really nice.
That's so nice. That's only for $4.95.
7.
Oh, 7. Oh, okay. Nice stuff here, of course. There should be a hoodie. Where's the hoodie? There's the hoodie. Statue of Liberty.
Alright, good.
So many nice items, right?
Yeah, we need to go because we might buy all of it.
Okay. There, she might buy something before we go out. There she goes, back. she likes some. It's gonna fit it. You just have to wrap.
It's big, it's really big. Tapos may maletas like,
No, it's your maleta's thick. You just have to make sure it's sandwiched between a lot of clothes. The mug.
so we just finished our tour here at Liberty Island. It's so nice. We passed by the gift shop as well so that we can get souvenirs for this trip. Before coming here to New York, I was actually listening to More Than Able. It's a song by Elevation Church.
Cool.
I've been actually listening to that song for like maybe forever. My kids already know that every morning. That's my cue. And just remembering that song and just to share with you that really God is more than able. I wasn't expecting that we would be doing this trip all the way from San Francisco to New York to do international events for this year. And it just happened. And it's all because God is more than able. So just want to be able to encourage you guys that nothing is ever impossible with you. And even if you're experiencing success in life right now, I think that, God is not yet done with you. Or if you're in a place where you shifted careers or you've taken a halt or a pause and you don't know where you're going, I still believe that God is more than able to direct you, to provide for you, to sustain you in the waiting time because He's faithful. Just want to share that with you.
Next on Team de Armas, we take a Sunday stroll through beautiful Central Park. And experience a little bit of retail therapy / confusion along the way. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe to see more of our adventures.